It was supposed to be a quiet Sunday afternoon. The wind carried the scent of lavender from the community gardens, and birds chirped lazily in the distance. Major Evelyn Grant, a decorated billionaire soldier home from her final tour, had come to visit the rehabilitation center she quietly funded, one that helped children with disabilities. She didn't expect anything remarkable. She certainly didn't expect him. As she strolled through the courtyard, camouflaged by her civilian clothes and dark sunglasses, Evelyn paused near a small open-air gazebo where music was playing softly from a Bluetooth speaker. It was a slow tune. Gentle, old, and then she saw something that stopped her in her tracks. A man, mid-30s, rugged yet gentle-looking, was spinning in slow, joyful circles, holding two twin girls in his arms. One on each side, they were both smiling ear to ear, their heads resting on his shoulders, arms hanging limp, but eyes full of life. The girls weren't standing. Their legs dangled, still, paralyzed. But the man, he danced as though they were flying. Evelyn's chest tightened. He didn't know anyone was watching. His laugh was low, warm, completely wrapped up in the moment. "You feel that, my loves?" he whispered. "You're flying, you're dancing, just like the other kids. Maybe even better." Evelyn's throat caught. She knew the twins, Isla and Evie, victims of a drunk driving accident that had taken their mother. Their father had been raising them alone ever since. She remembered reading the file when she signed off on their extended therapy. But nothing in those papers prepared her for this. The man kept dancing, humming now, tears slipping quietly from his eyes though his smile never faltered. It wasn't just a dance, it was defiance. Against pity, against limits, against loss. And then Evelyn did something she hadn't done in a long time. She stepped forward, and clapped. The man startled, turning quickly, almost dropping one of the girls. I didn't know anyone was watching," he stammered, cheeks flushed. Evelyn took off her sunglasses. "I was, and I'm glad I was." He blinked. You're Major Grant." She nodded slowly. "And you're the reason I believe miracles don't always wear uniforms." They sat together afterward. The girls lay giggling on a blanket while their father, Ben, shared bits of their story. He'd been a mechanic before the accident. Gave it up to care for the girls full-time. Learned physical therapy from YouTube. Turned their living room into a rehab gym. Worked night shifts when he could. Slept when he could. Danced always. "Dancing makes them forget," he said. "Forget the chair, the stairs, the questions, the, why us?" Evelyn listened quietly. A woman used to war, now undone by a father's quiet courage. And for the first time since returning home, she didn't feel like a soldier. She felt human again. Before she left that day, she asked Ben for a favor. "Come work for me," she said. "Not as a therapist, as a teacher. For dads like you. For soldiers who came home broken. For kids who forgot how to hope." He looked stunned. "But you're exactly what this world needs more of," she interrupted. The twins reached out to her then. "Will you dance with us next time?" Evelyn smiled, wide and real. "Next time, I'll bring my own song." And from that moment, everything changed. The center expanded. A dance therapy garden was built in the courtyard. Videos of Ben dancing with his daughters went viral, inspiring millions. Fathers wrote in from across the globe. Disabled children tried their first steps to music, lifted by the hope that maybe, just maybe, love could teach the body to remember what the heart already knew. And Evelyn, she no longer felt the weight of the wars she'd fought. Because she'd finally witnessed a victory far greater than any battlefield could offer. Sometimes, the biggest heroes don't wear medals. Sometimes, they just dance, with broken hearts and borrowed strength, and teach the world how to heal. 6 weeks later, Ben found himself standing nervously in front of a small crowd. The new dance therapy garden glowed under the late afternoon sun, with soft fairy lights strung between the trees. A gentle melody played in the background as children with various conditions twirled and giggled, some in wheelchairs, some with braces, some holding tight to their parents' hands. Among them were Isla and Evie, their eyes scanning the crowd for someone special. "Is she coming?" Isla asked, clutching her sister's hand. Ben smiled, wiping the sweat from his brow. "She promised, remember." Just then, the crowd parted. Major Evelyn Grant, now in relaxed jeans and a soft gray sweater, walked in, holding a Bluetooth speaker under one arm and a teddy bear in the other. She gave the twins a wink. "You didn't think I'd miss our dance, did you?" Evie's eyes sparkled. "You brought your own song." Evelyn nodded, then clicked play. The music that filled the air wasn't fast or dramatic. It was slow, soulful, a tune sung by a young girl's voice, raw, a little shaky, but deeply moving. Everyone quieted. Ben looked around, confused. That voice, it sounds like. It is, Evelyn said gently. It's my daughter. She passed away 3 years ago. Ben's breath caught. I never had the courage to share her voice. Until now, Evelyn added, her voice thick. But when I saw you dancing that day, I realized her music was never meant to be hidden. It was meant to heal. She knelt down beside the twins. Can I have this dance? And under a sky painted with golden clouds and memories, they danced. Evelyn held Isla while Ben lifted Evie,